Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. قال الله تعالى إنا نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent different books to different prophets. Right? Yeah, books. He sent different books to different prophets. He sent the Torah to... Who did He send the Torah to? Starts with a meme. Prophet Musa. Good. Musa. He sent the Injil to Prophet with an Ain. Isa. He sent the Zabur to Prophet. Not Ibrahim. Dawood. And the Quran he sent to the Prophet ﷺ, right? So, what is the main difference? What is the main difference between the Quran and all of the other books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to the prophets? Do you understand the question? That what is the main difference between the revelation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet ﷺ, the Quran, versus all of the other ones? Yeah, go ahead.
Prophet ﷺ, Musa.
No, what was the main difference? Go ahead.
The Quran is Allah's word, but the Injil,
The other books? Yes, Injil, Zabur, Torah. They were changed. Good. So the Quran was never changed. The other books, they were sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too though. They were sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala too, but these other books that were sent by Allah, they were changed. And how do we know that the Quran was not changed? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in the Quran that the ayah that we just recited, that we reveal the Quran and we are going to protect it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised to protect the Quran from the beginning all the way until the end. He didn't make that promise in any of the other books. Does that make sense? He didn't promise that He was going to protect the words or the meaning in any of the other books. Okay. Now, how do we know? How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the Quran? How did He protect the Quran?
From buying and no one.
What? He protected it by... What do kids do? What do you do? What do kids do?
Not letting anyone touch it.
Not letting anyone touch it. No. What do they do? Kids they memorize the Quran, right? They memorize the Quran. They become hafiz of the Quran. Sit down. So they memorize the Quran. So you have many kids. You have your cousins and your friends. They're probably memorizing the Quran. They go to madrasa. Right? They go to the madrasa and they memorize the Quran and they learn the meaning. Okay, so you have huffaz and you have scholars. So by memorizing the Quran and by learning the meaning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protected the Quran. Okay, and that's why the Prophet ﷺ, he said that the best amongst you is that individual who learns the Quran and teaches it. That's the best person. He's better than anybody else. That's the best job that you can have, is teaching the Quran. Whether it's teaching the words of the Quran or teaching the meaning of the Quran, that's the best job. That's better than any other job. That's better than becoming a doctor, better than becoming an engineer, better than becoming a firefighter. It's better than everything. Okay? Because that's going to get you the most reward in the next life. Okay? And that's why the Prophet ﷺ, he said in a hadith that recite the Quran because it's going to be an intercessor for you on the day of judgment, on the day of resurrection. Meaning it's going to be helping you. It's going to come to help you. Remember we talked about a few days ago that every action that you do has a form? So the Quran as well, your recitation of the Quran is going to have a form as well. And the Quran itself, it's going to come and help you on the day of resurrection when nobody else can help you. That make sense? Alright, we'll stop here inshallah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.